Welcome back to the Marathon Mortgage Happy Hour. I'm Mike Witzak.
I'm Rory Farrell.
And who's this in the middle here?
I'm Joe Bograd. How are you?
So we're actually in Joe's studio right now, so thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming, guys.
And we're going to get into a fun podcast.
Yeah, let's do it.
Looking forward to it.
So the way that we usually start this podcast is we'll feature a local beer. So there's a ton of great breweries in the Philadelphia, Montgomery County, Bucks County area. Today we got Attic Brewing out of Germantown. So been around for a couple of years now. They're very grungy, cool, artist-driven. And
where's the brewery at? They're also in the city?
They're in Germantown.
Germantown.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
Yeah. So this one's called Filiato.
So not Germantown, Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
This one's a cream ale, and this one's unique. I liked it a lot. The can art is by Mario Zucca, local artist, and I had a look at it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I'll crack it.
This is his segment of the podcast. I know nothing about beers. He grew up he didn't grow up, but worked for St. Archer out in San Diego, right? When you're out in San Diego. And yes.
Let's give it a shot. I'm a big beer drinker when I go to 60 games. That's what on.
Nice.
But
yeah, that's not the only time I drink beer.
I'm more of a tequila drinker, but.
What's your go-to roll?
You know what? I like Don Julio, Anejo. I like, obviously, 42. It's a little smokier for me, but I like Clase Azul. But my favorite is La Familia. It's actually it's a Cuervo, but it's a very good Cuervo.
Nice.
It comes in a wooden box, so.
What's your thoughts on mezcal?
I don't
Too
think so.
smoky.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that being said, we went to Napa a few years ago with my wife. We go pretty frequently there. I love Napa Valley. And the driver that was taking us around, every time we got back in the car from a tasting, he'd have something waiting for us, either a drink, tequila. So yeah, exactly. So the one time he had actually the scallop shots waiting for us with an orange slice.
Okay.
And it was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I guess the smokiness with the orange went together, and I liked it.
Yeah.
But if you give me a drink of mezcal, it's not for me.
Yeah.
But that was good.
Do you ever do Sonoma?
Oh yeah, we had Sonoma, we've
good.
been Napa, we've been in Yountville. We're actually going to a Remax retreat, the top producer retreat in October. So we're going to do that. We're going to stay in Napa. We never stayed in Napa. We always stay in Yountville. Yeah, beautiful town. And so we're going to do that, and we'll kind of piggyback on the trip. So
nice.
I'm looking forward to it.
I used to live up in San Francisco, so
You've been there a lot.
it's a quick. I'll get you.
There you go.
Quick little jaunt up over the bridge, and it was 45 minutes from our place in San Francisco.
Great. If I lived in San Francisco, I think I would be in bad shape. I mean, it's bad enough we get allocations every quarter, but if I live that close, it would be bad.
Yeah. And I mean, on top of that, the bars, the restaurants, just there's plenty of trouble to get
It's a
into.
great time, great wineries, and we try to do 5 or 6 wineries when we go up there. Not too crazy, because I feel like all the commercial wineries that you can get here, I don't want to go to those. You want to go to the ones you can't get. So we have a girl, a friend of ours that runs St. Helena Winery, and she always puts us up at 5 or 6 boutique wineries that you don't get a chance to go see, and we lucked out so far. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's never a bad time. And typically the weather's really nice there, no matter what time of year you go.
It's amazing. I like to run in the morning, so I get up at 6, 7, and I run, and it's just cool. You see all the fog, you see the mountainside, and then by noon it's hot. Yeah, so I love the temperature there. So
you got the ocean coming off, and it just cools everything in the morning as soon as that sun comes up, especially there because it's a little bit more inland. But
in California.
If you haven't, I miss it so much. I love it.
Why'd you move here? I would never live.
Well, I should say I grew up here. I grew up in North Wales, Montgomery County area. After college, I just didn't have anything better to do. Didn't know what I wanted to do with life, and grew up surfing and just wanted to move. So I moved to San Diego first for 8 years, and then my wife and she had a great opportunity to move to San Francisco, so we just went for it. She works for Sony PlayStation, so that's where I up there. So we went up there for a couple years, knowing that this is a 2-year vacation. We weren't going to be here forever. We're never going to be able to afford a $1.5 million property. We're never going to be able to have, a family here far away from my family and her family. So we're let's just treat this like a 2-year vacation. So we did.
And then back at home.
I mean, we have so much help with family. We have 2 young kids, and I love being home. I miss it. We travel back there a bunch. Our kids have been back there, but
it's nice to travel. We can always visit. So,
but enough about California.
Yeah, sorry. Well, it'll be a separate podcast.
Yeah. But anyway, Joe. So first off, thanks for having us in here and doing all this with us. We really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Yeah, it was awesome. very, very quick texter.
Yeah, very responsive. That's what I hear.
That's awesome. So
it was mind blowing. He's like, yeah, I called him and he answered. And
I didn't think
got
you were
back to me. And I was like, I have realtor contacts that I work with closely with clients that don't get back to me that quickly.
Yeah, I don't know. That's one thing that kind of sticks with a lot of clients. Even most recently, my client was interviewing agents, and when he reached out to me via text to see if I would meet with him to interview me, he said that what got me is that you were so responsive. Like, 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock, my phone is, it's attached to me. It's kind of a catch-22. My wife, Kate, hates it.
Yeah.
But, people appreciate being so responsive. So that's something that kind of goes with the Bograd experience. So.
And it really is an easy thing to do if you value it as, a quality to have.
Yeah.
Like that's, our business is so, I mean, like yours as well, but so competitive that if you have people reaching out to you on a Saturday afternoon who need a pre-approval or an updated fees worksheet or whatever to get their offer in an hour later, if you're an hour and a half response time,
Find somebody else.
yeah, they're going to quickly find something. And their loan officers are grabbing it.
Yeah.
So no, yeah, but so what kind of, I guess, to not shy away from the responsiveness stuff, but what got you into the business? I know we touched on it briefly before this. Like, was your father?
My father did, yeah.
Okay.
My father is still my right hand. I guess I went to military school, and then I finished military school to college, and I was finishing up Temple. And I was going to go to law school. My dad's like, why don't you get into real estate? And I grew up watching him from the MLS books to showing houses, to having the landline, no cell phones. He was a workaholic, and he was an immigrant, came over here with nothing, and became like the top producer in the Russian community. So I figured, listen, why don't I try? I was doing mortgages actually for a brief stint, working in a money warehouse over here and a couple of the banks. And I'm like, why don't I try more? I'll try real estate. So I was working for our title company. They just opened it up at the time. This is back in 2001. Got my license and never looked back. I kind of got into it when the market started taking a crazy turn and the upswing from like 2002 all the way up to 2008. And my dad can calm down. This is not the way things are. Don't get used to this. Things will adjust. And like he said, 2008 hit, and then I was scared shitless.
Yeah.
I just had my twins. I have 3 kids, and my twins were just born, and just got married, bought this house, and I'm like, what is going on? And that's when I realized, this is where it's an ups and downs kind of business.
Yeah.
He always prepared. But yeah, my dad got me into it, and to this day, he helps me. He's my confidant, he's my mentor. I bounce ideas off him all the time. He's very old school. So I was able to kind of take what he had achieved and kind of, I think, take it to the next level.
Yeah.
And looks like my kids, they see what I do on social media and they see what I do. I don't see them doing it as of yet. My twins are 15, my little one's 10. But I see, like, we always talk, what do you guys want to do? Like, I don't know, Debbie, I want to go to real estate. But then I was in Florida, like, I don't want to work in Philly though. I want to work in Florida.
Yeah.
I'm like, smart. I'm like, I wish I had that open door back, 10, 15 years ago. But
we all just got licensed in Florida, like the company's licensed in Florida. So I was always saying to Tom, the owner of our company, I'm like, when are you gonna open up a break? Can I get out of Florida for like 2 months? Out of here.
My sister Marie, she's like, Joe, when you give me the go ahead, I'm there. She's like, don't even ask me, I'm there. Because she's already doing my processing from here. Yeah. She's like, Joe, I need to go down there. Like, no problem. So hopefully we'll see Bograd office in Florida sometime soon. Just don't know when, so we'll see.
That's killer. A military school makes a lot of sense. You're very
regimental.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. It was there for 5 years. So it was my
Where was that at?
Valley Forge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was in Valley Forge from 95 until 99. Then I was on a tear for about a year. It was like, because I was never out. It was like just sort of partying and, dating and all that stuff because you're kind of stuck like chunk.
Yeah.
And then calm down. And then met my wife, and the rest is history.
It's funny that you mentioned your kids because I have two young kids, a 6 and a 3, and my daughter always says, I'm like, I give her a hard time, like, what do you want to do when you grow up? And it's the author, it's the, whatever. Yeah. And then I was like, well, do you want to do something like me, or do you want to do something like mom? Mm-hmm. And she always, no matter what, she goes, I think I want to do what you do and help people get houses because it looks easy. It looks way easier than what mom does.
Yeah, thanks, Nancy.
Like, I think it's just because I make it look easy.
Yeah.
Well, and that's what I think. I think my kids see, what I do on social media, which is not always the case. And that's what I'm trying to, do with mine. Not just show the glitz that you're selling these houses and everything's great, but the shit that doesn't, come together, the deals that fall through.
Oh yeah.
I had just had a big deal in Florida that was a done deal, and 2 weeks before closing, got a call that his sister's not feeling well, she has cancer, and he has to pull out. and that is just, that comes with business. You
Yeah.
can't always have the upside. So it's the ups and downs, but I'm glad they get to see it so they can realize, it's not just easy. So
I think there's a lot of like times in this business where you're like, holy shit, what's going on? And then there's other times where you're like, holy shit, what's going on? It's awesome. Like, I'm having a blast. So it really, there's huge ups and downs. Not a lot of people show it. I mean, you show it a lot on your social media, though, too. You do a very good job of showing that, I feel like.
I just want to show people what goes on. I mean, there's no science to it. It's like we don't try to edit things. I mean, we edit things, obviously. But something, I actually got a text from my client yesterday. He's like, the video that like he didn't like. Even though I changed his voice and everything, he's like, I don't like it. He's like, I'm like, nobody knows it's you except for me. He's like, I know it's me. I don't like it. So sometimes clients get a little bit perturbed.
Sure.
For the most part, they see the cameras. They know they're going to be on. And some of them, they know it, so they want to be on. And some of it don't want to be on. They tell me right away, like, get me off the TV.
We had the one the other day.
Yeah.
That I don't remember. I was kind of scrolling through, and the guy's like, faces all blurry. Like, turn that off.
Yeah, so it was a listing appointment. I walked in and he goes, take it down. And I'm like, okay.
So did you get it? Because
I got the listing.
Did we get it?
Yeah, I got the listing. I would love to have had the footage of me like then coming back and saying, well, now we sold the listing. This is the guy that kicked me out or took the TV off. But it's I love the social media aspect of things because you get to see genuine raw footage of what transpires in transactions, and most people don't want to see it, or most agents don't want to show it because sometimes it puts them in a bad light, it puts the client in a bad light. But I like to show the raw footage.
Yeah.
So.
And do you feel as if it? Sorry. No, I'm just saying. Do you feel as if it brings you? Has it brought you business so far? Or?
Definitely, it's bought me a lot of business. I'm sure it has to have lost you some business.
Yeah, I think that's what you were getting.
Yeah, I think there's some sellers that are like, I don't want this guy to put me on TV, so I'm not using him.
Yeah.
So it's a double-edged sword. I try, to be very even keel. Sometimes show the greatness of it. When I'm selling homes and getting top value, and then sometimes when deals fall through. I see the comments that people make, like, our fans or the people that are watching, and there's some haters there, and there's people that, appreciate what we do, and, I'm not going to please everyone.
Yeah.
So a friend of mine, Roman, that's been doing this, kind of got me into it a few years ago, more of the video of everything. He's like, do not read your comments. Yeah. He's like, it is going to discourage you, get you upset. You're going to want to respond to every person, unless you're ready to respond in an eloquent manner that's going to be respectful and not nasty, then please do it. But if you're not going to, then don't respond.
I think that's the number one thing with any celebrity. Like, I listen to a lot of podcasts for comedians and just other, high profile people, and they always say, just post and ghost. Yeah. Don't read the comments, because the low ones are going to bring you low, and the high ones are never going to get you as high as you want them to get you.
Yeah, and then you get these comments like when I did respond to a few, like, oh, well, obviously, if you're responding to me, that means you have so much time in your head, it's a bunch of BS, and I'm like, what am I even doing? Why am I getting into this conversation with that? So it's all good. But I enjoy it. So.
It's a ton of fun. I mean, that's how we found you. That's how I've been following you for quite a few months now. I'm like, I should just call him and see if he wants to.
Yeah, listen, I'm all about it. I mean, I think this is, if I can help anybody in the industry, any industry for that matter, just to kind of give, some sort of advice on what I'm doing. Again, to me, I don't think I'm doing anything out of the ordinary. I'm just kind of showing what transpires in a real estate transaction from beginning to end. Sometimes you don't see that, and I get some of those comments like, what happened? What happened?
Well, so I just asked you. I said, what happened with that listing?
Yeah, so sometimes, and that's something we talk about all the time in my end. I'm like, we need to start giving people the beginning, middle, and end. Sometimes I don't have the end to show because my son will be 24/7 as much as I want him to be today. So we don't get it. So I have to kind of tell the story, not being a video.
Yeah.
Or have the GoPro on my car. So that's what we're trying to get at, because I think those are the videos that go viral, and that's the videos that you want to see.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah.
And I think, that's what I was curious about the other day. The lady that was going to come and create the house.
Yeah, so she came.
Yeah, I saw your update video about it.
We were actually at my gala on Thursday, and I was telling Linda's husband on our team what happened. So,
do you want to explain the story? Yeah,
in a nutshell, that listing in Florida that fell through. We put the property back in the market, and I guess this buyer saw the property hit the market. So she called me and she said, I need to come to that property and pray. And I'm like, what? And we were driving to the listing. I'm like, I looked at Linda. I'm like, and she's like, and I'm trying to be like, listen, I've seen and heard crazy stuff. Yeah. So I was not trying to discount her. She's like, yes, I need to go there. I need some time there. I need to 45 minutes there. I need to, walk the property around a few times. the guy told me I'm going to buy this house in June. So I'm like, where's the money coming from? It's going to come to me in June. I'm like, so you don't have the money? No, but I'll have it in June. I'm like, how do you, well, God told me. I'm like, okay. So then fast forward to the next video, I'm calling my client, and she's like, let her pray. She was just like, Joe, you make money, I'll make money, we'll all make money, let her pray. So that evening, when she came there, I got a call from my client, which I didn't have on tape. And she goes, Joe, are you sitting down? This crazy bitch came to the house and she prayed. She walked the whole entire property. My father was there because she's here. Father was in Florida. He's like, she watched 45 minutes. They weren't walking around, they were praying, this, that, and the other. He's like, you think she's gonna buy? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I hope she does. Yeah. So I'm waiting for June. Today's May 1st. Got like 30 days. Well, actually, maybe it's up to 60 if she was the whole month of June. So she actually texted me this morning. My client, she said, well, I'm like, nothing. So yeah.
I mean, you almost want to do it for the story. Like, let's ride this thing out.
I will fly down there. I fly down to other listings on a regular basis to service them and show them. But if she calls me, and I have her number, and I will reach out to her just to follow up, that will be videotaped. I promise you that. And she is fully aware, by the way, that she was videotaped, because we let her know that.
Yeah.
And we'll see. I mean, hopefully she'll.
I can't wait. Like,
yeah, when I looked up her, I thought it was a bunch of bullshit. But when she told me her name and she used to own the property, and I mentioned 3400 Michigan to my seller, she's like, that was the property. It was 3400 and they subdivided it. Then I'm like, oh my God, this could be legit. Unless she's done like a lot of research and she's a total scammer. Which could be the case too. Yeah, so.
But what's the word?
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's not like we learned the property, because she's like, I don't know. I'm like, you're not going to the property. Yeah. You can pray. Yeah. You're going to pray outside? Do what you got to do. Okay. So that's how we left it, and hopefully left some more footage for the fans.
Nice. I was going to ask about do you want to jump in about the Florida, because it sounds like you're kind of ramping that business up as well. Are you getting on a plane and going down there like often, or what's?
We're trying to go every 2 weeks. We were just actually last Sunday.
Wow.
Well, I feel like you cannot be of service to a client unless you're there.
Sure.
And if you're there once a month, 2 months, whatever, what are you going to do? Like, okay, clients that are coming from here to buy there, yes, they'll use me because they're friends or clients of mine. But also, if I have a client that wants to be in Coral Gables, and I know this much about Coral Gables, they're like, what's going on there? Where should I be looking? What's the hot spots? I couldn't tell them.
Sure.
So I need to go down there. I went 2 weeks ago with Jessica from my team, and we went to like 6 new communities in Brickell, this other place called Indian Bay Village, Treasure Island, all these up and coming areas that I didn't know about. She took me around there. She introduced me to them. Because I know Sunny House, Nodell Harbor, Nodell Ray, and Fort Lauderdale. So the clients that are giving me listings there now, are the ones that I know from here, that are really giving me an opportunity because of what I've done for them here. If somebody's down there, until they see that I can actually service them properly, they're not going to give me the opportunity. Yeah. So I'm literally just kind of getting my feet wet. It's been about a year now. I've done probably, close to 15 million in the first year of being there. So to me, like I feel like I'm gaining momentum, but until I can actually know all facets of the Florida market, at least on the southern Florida market, like I have friends that go to the West Coast, I have friends that go to Orlando. I can't service it all. I can't service all PA. Like I'm not. I have a client, and he's maybe watching. He wants to get a listing in Bloomsburg. I told him, I said, I want the listing to help you, but I can't service it.
Yeah, so 570.
Yeah, so I mean, great guy. He's in Denver, and he's a Joe. I want you involved. I know you're gonna make it happen. And he was up another realtor and he couldn't do it. I'm like, listen, Denver, I appreciate it. I'm like, how do we bring another broker? We'll co-broker it together. My phone is ringing like crazy. We'll co-broker it together. So I found another broker. We're gonna co-list it together and hopefully get it sold. But you want to service everything. Yeah. Like, I had a guy coming from Croatia. Like, no bullshit.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Guys, like, I have four villas I want to sell. Can you help me market them? I don't know the thing about Croatia. I was there for our honeymoon. That was one of the stops on our cruise, but I've never been there. So, like, I'm not going to do you a service. He said, well, you have your sphere of influence. I'm like, listen, my sphere is X amount, but you need to give it to somebody there. Yeah. As much as I'd love to fly to Croatia.
I was going to say, gives you an excuse.
I'm in, man. I'm in. So.
But I think that just goes to show, though, how knowledgeable and good of a realtor you are, because you're not just like, hey, I'll take the business, like, let me do it. Like, you know, hey, man, I can't do right by you in this situation.
Well, they're looking for that. Maybe somebody will see the post. They'll give me, they'll say, oh, I saw your listing. And I have these 2 listings in California, New Jersey. I sold her mom's house in Buckingham a few years back. And they moved to California, and they live in the house where the writer wrote the movie, the book, It's a Wonderful Life. So I did really, really well by her mom, and her mom's like, you always use Joe. So they gave me this listing. I don't know California. I know it's 45 minutes from Hoboken in New York. I know that it's a great, quaint little town. It has its own little post office, barbershop, like Pleasantville. But I'm not California. So, but they're like, Joe, we want you. So we went out there twice, did pictures, video. She took the first video. We went back, did another video. And I'm marketing it. Put it in the Garden State MLS. I put it in the Central New Jersey MLS. I'm paying for all these MLSs. I'm advertising it. We will get it sold. It's like a work in progress.
Yeah.
But people are really giving us a lot of opportunities, and I don't want to do wrong by them. So we're, learning the Jersey market. We're learning the Florida market. So the Bloomsburg market.
Yeah.
So we're trying. So I don't want to take on so much that I'm not going to be able to service everybody, and they're going to listen, this guy is just overextending himself. So I'm just kind of, treading lightly. And then if I can co-broker with another agent, I'd rather them make a little bit, I make a little bit, and we can do it together.
Yeah.
There's enough for everyone.
Yeah,
for sure.
So,
and that's kind of the part of the social media is like, you're not just reaching this little sphere. You're reaching far-reaching if you're doing well.
Yeah.
So all these people who know you from here have now moved out, and then they still want you to, but you're.
yeah, well, that's the plan. Like, I know there's an attorney like Morgan & Morgan,
Yeah.
if you know. So his whole idea, his whole game plan is that he's actually not licensed in every state. You know the whole concept. Yeah, he basically he's a marketing genius.
Mhm.
So he markets himself in every state. Like I'm in Florida, I see his billboards. I'm in Arizona, I was at the Masters, I see his billboards. He basically for the Philly, he's in a Sixers jersey. In Georgia, he's in a Masters outfit. Like he knows how to market, but he's got other attorneys that he basically partners up with, like co-lists in all these states.
Yeah.
So he gets paid a little bit less, but he's making local bucks and he knows what he's doing.
Bookmark that too, by the way. I want to circle back to the Masters. I just remembered that. But I know you had a question about listings. Didn't you want to ask about like crazy listings or?
I mean, it is fun watching your feed because you got the ones that are 6.9 million.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like watching your feed is like sometimes watching a television show.
Like HGTV,
like Selling Sunset, stuff like that. You listened to one recently with an indoor pool with the. It was cool to watch. It felt like I was watching.
I appreciate it. Yeah, those listings are amazing to get, and I'm working to get this place sold for him. Problem is that those listings are so much more difficult to sell.
Yeah.
There's not as many people out there looking for a house like that. So that's where it becomes more. You have to really think outside the box and get creative. Like I reached out to Sean Elliott from Nest Seekers in New York to do something in Colas. I reached out to Sirhan to do something. Who's buying these properties?
Yeah.
And people knew who were not buying these properties.
Yeah.
They're already, if they are, they already seen it. So you got to go to New York, you got to go to Jersey, you got to go to Florida, California.
Yeah.
So yes, it's amazing getting them, and I appreciate them and keep them coming, please. It just, you really need to kind of, hunker down and find these buyers.
For sure.
There's not a lot of buyers yet that buying these properties.
Yeah.
I guess I was more interested. I mean, that was interesting, obviously, but every time I'm driving through next neighborhood, I would love to go check out the inside of that house. Like, it must be cool to walk through these homes and be like, whoa.
Yeah, I love walking through the houses. To me, that when initial listing appointments, I love because I get to see that, and that's what you see all these videos with mine, because that's my first, gander at these houses. So you see my legitimate expression, like how beautiful they are, and then you get to sell them hopefully. So now in Florida, those houses are different at level altogether. So I get to see beautiful homes here, and I get to see beautiful homes in Florida, and that to me is just a modern spin to it.
Tell Ryan to get his ass down here and start helping out.
I know. I told Ryan, but Ryan's too busy. So.
But circle back to the Masters. I know you congratulations on your recent purchase.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude.
I think that has a lot to do with it. Honestly.
Yeah, I'm a big car guy, so I totally get it. He's not so much, but that's where we.
I'm the beer guy. He's the car guy.
Yeah.
Between the two of us.
Yeah, but what's the whole deal with that? Like you went to the Masters, obviously.
Yeah, the first time I went to Masters, I started playing golf during COVID. I live on Spring Mill Country Club.
Yeah.
Where Spring Mill is. So I've been there for 15 or since my kids were 16 years. I never played golf growing up. Never. Miniature golf was it. And all of a sudden, my buddies who played growing up were like, "Joe, let's get a membership at Spring Mill." I'm like, "Okay." Okay, we got a membership. So we started playing. I was like the joke of the town because I didn't make contact, but I was like losing my balls. It was more of an pain in the ass than anything. But as time progressed, I got better and better and better. Now my daughter plays, my son plays. So now I'm playing more free. I played this morning for like a few hours. I can get 9 holes in here and there when I can. So I liked it, but I was never like a fan. But after going to the Masters, it was a whole different. I didn't know the history of the Masters.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know anything about it. I knew that it took place in Georgia, Augusta. That was it. And then when I got that call from Mercedes, he's like, "Joey, nominated you to go to the Masters." I was like, "Oh, that's cool." That's a cool experience. I was getting calls from friends. Be like, "Are you fucking kidding me? How the hell, dude? What do you mean you're going to the Masters? Mercedes is saying the Masters?" And I'm sitting there, I'm like, "Who? I mean, okay, it's a big, but well, when I got there, it was first off Mercedes of Doylestown, Faulkner Mercedes. They're the shit. They sent me on this trip. Going to the Masters in general is just an absurd idea because you can't go. I thought you could just buy a ticket and go.
No.
You can't buy a ticket.
Lottery.
You gotta win a lot.
Yeah.
So on top of the lottery, you gotta go. And then you could be a sponsor and guess the sponsor, which is what happened with Mercedes. So they sent us, when I say we flew in, Mercedes sedan, picked us up, took us to a house that Mercedes basically rented out like 20, 30 houses on this little island that said Mercedes, you guessed the Mercedes, and we had our own house. Not a house with our own golf cart, Mercedes on it, food, drinks, baskets, everything with their name on it, itinerary. First, we walked the practice squad. They have a hospitality suite by Mercedes, breakfast, lunch, dinner, drinks all day. You want to go take a shower in between, you're sweating you go take a shower. Then that night we have dinner, Wayne Gretzky's though. I'm sitting there like, what? Yeah, so he's sitting there, I take pictures, we're eating, we're drinking, we're hanging out. Amazing, I'm like, how this can't get any better. The next day, the actual round begins. I'm watching these guys play, and I'm watching Tiger. I'm watching what is it called? Deshaun Shambo, Scheffler. I mean, I'm watching all these people play, and I'm just like in utter shock. And then I'm realizing how many actual people are there. Like it is just like insanity. And then that night we're sitting, and all of a sudden Matt Ryan is sitting next to me because he's a Mercedes-Benz partner or ambassador. So he's like chilling, talking. I FaceTime my son. Like 11 o'clock at night, and Matt Ryan's like, is that Ryan? I'm like, yeah. Like, what's up? Like, I'm happy with these people. I'm like, this is incredible. So, I mean, you get to see the history. And then that's when I found out that night that you can't just buy a ticket.
No.
That you have to be a guest.
I love that you had that experience and didn't even know you couldn't just, like...
No, I didn't. No, and that's why I'm like so like wet behind the ears. So now, everybody's like, Joe, now when you go back there, you're not going to want to go back unless it's the Mercedes-Benz experience. Because going back is like, general population. Yeah, they drove. They drove us in. Yeah, they literally drove us in a Sprinter van to the back entrance. What is that road? It's Magnolia Way. Like all the members go down. Yeah. Literally, there's 2-hour line of people like trying to get in. They've taken us to the main members only driveway. We walk in, we get out of our car, we go up to this Mercedes, go to Champagne. I'm like, this is fucking amazing.
How many Benzes do I have to buy for this?
So that was the funny thing is that so when I called the manager to say thank you, and he goes, listen, we really appreciate you giving us a shout out on your social media. That was where it kind of stemmed from. He saw what we were doing and how it was really, and it was so innocent. It was not like I was trying to get, on his good. I had no idea. Yeah. But, he was appreciative of it. So I brought him something back. I dropped it off yesterday for him.
Nice.
But it was more about, I bought a G-Wagon. Yeah. That was great. And they got it for me. So I know it was hard to come by. So they helped me out. I helped them. They helped me out on numerous occasions. So I just want to say thank you to them. I have one buddy that I play cards with. He plays golf and he's very good. And he's on a 6 or 7 G-Wagon. So when I walked in the Tuesday before I left on the Thursday, this is Tuesday, he's like, I'm not happy with you, Joe. He's like, I've had fucking 6, 7 G-Wagons. Nobody sends me to fucking the Masters. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm like, listen. He said, I'm going to talk with them when you get back. He's like, I better do it. So
how many followers does he have?
Wow. Yeah. But he has the following a bunch of cards. But listen, that's, again, the magic of social media. Yeah. It opens doors, in the strangest places. Because I don't think I'd ever have the opportunity to go to the Masters. Yeah. So.
And not to nerd too much on the G-Wagon part, but did you wait on that for a while? Or did you order
I ordered it I want to say, I should have gotten it right now. Okay. I ordered it 18 months ago. Yeah. Awesome. And then the car that actually ordered was just to come in May. Somebody ordered the same identical car that Matt finished the red inside. The only difference is the steering wheel is different. And when my manager called me, he's like, dude, I got the same car, just it's a little bit different. Are you interested? Because we'll give it to the next person allocation. I'm like, no, I'll take it. So you can't get your allocation in May or April or May. So I think my buddy Lance just got it. I think he got my allocation. So it all worked out. Yeah.
There you go. Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. That's awesome.
So yeah, it's been an interesting ride with Mercedes. and the Masters. So
That's killer.
Yeah.
That's a killer story.
I mean, just to think that you got the G-Wagon, but like the bonus was all this other stuff you weren't even expecting.
oh no.
You almost got a discount on it.
In a nutshell, yeah. I would say a discount. Maybe so. But yeah, so
Awesome. And too, kind of steering away from that a little bit, back to the real estate stuff. But how many agents do you have on your team?
So we've had, at the peak, we've had probably 12. Right now we have Loretta, Alina, Linda, Lily, Amanda, Joe, Marie's licensed, and my dad. So we have probably 9, including me right now. And actually no, Jess is in Florida, Anat is in Florida, so I guess we have a lot. Counting, and then we have Nick. I'm sorry, Nick's in Jersey. Nick's in my Margate team.
Okay.
So I'm still we're doing business in Margate in Jersey, so we're not doing as much as I'd like. It's hard to kind of juggle everything. But yeah, we got 12 agents, so
Nice.
we're very fortunate. We have a really good team. And then Mike, our videographer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's killer.
Yeah.
That's absolutely
Maybe
killer.
the lens.
Yeah. So, what's your average kind of property, like your purchase price range? Because I feel like we see all the obviously $1 million homes, and we're like,
I'm glad you asked that question because a lot of people assume that all I do is high end.
Yeah.
And sometimes my wife's getting a manicure. She's like, oh, we're thinking about selling our house, but then Jolie doesn't know our houses. It's ours is like 500. And my wife's like, no, Jolie does everything.
Yeah.
Like you did. I just did a property in Bristol. I just did a duplex down in Lehigh Ave. Like we do everything. I might not do it by myself. I might bring in a team member to do it with me, but we will do everything. And our bread and butter is that 47, 48 range in Northampton Township, in Richboro, Bucks County, Amber, whatever the case is. So we do it all. So I as of late, I think we've been doing more high end, but I think we focus on every facet of type of properties.
I mean,
Recently the price points are going up.
True. That's also a good
It's
point.
easy to boost your list price or sales price.
So what's the price on tacos and tequila tomorrow? What's that?
So they're starting at $399.
Okay.
So there's 75 units. The lower level bi-level units are going for $399. The second level bi-level units, the rooftop deck, are going for $499, and the whole townhouse is going for $550.
Nice.
So that's 10-year tax abatement, and they're like 2,100 square feet. So they're definitely good value. But yeah, they're the $399 range.
That's in Port. You said on the edge of Port Richmond.
Yeah, so 2201 East Somerset.
Okay.
It's a big project. We just got the listing. Signs just went out. We have a big tequila and tacos party tomorrow.
Nice.
But it's not going to film until
No,
afterwards.
yeah.
But it'll be
Makes it
available.
have a lot of work.
Yeah.
To get it out.
But it's a great community. It's up and coming area. But
Yeah.
start somewhere.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, my family owned a hardware store in Port Richmond for 103 years, 105 years, something like
Oh
that.
wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Witzex Hardware was the name of the store.
Oh, that's
yeah.
interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So it was on Richmond Allegheny, so you're a little bit more, I guess, north or east or whatever.
Yeah. Probably northeast.
Yeah. So, but no, I know exactly where you're at. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know. You got anything else you want to touch on?
Nah,
I mean, kind of touch base on everything really that I wanted to.
where do you want the rest of the year to go? We're about halfway through the year. What are your goals? What are you seeing for the market?
You know what? I thought the rates were going to drop.
It
looks like they're not.
Today, or depending on when you drop this, but today when we filmed, the Fed met and basically said we're keeping pretty steady.
Yeah.
We're not loving where inflation is.
I'm keeping with my original hedge. My
Which is what?
third, fourth quarter rates will come down.
You think that? See, that was my original hedge too. But what I'm thinking right now, because it really has not affected the real estate market at all.
Yeah.
I mean, at least in our area. I'm not sure how it is for you guys. I feel they're going to probably keep them, and I thought the election was definitely going to have an effect on them dropping a bit. I don't think they do anything until early next year.
Okay.
I think that's the case. I wish they would, because there's some clients of mine that are on the fence but making a move because the rates are a little bit too high for them to make that move right now. So they're kind of sitting, steady. I don't know what's going on.
It's crazy though, even though rates are so high, like our clients we're typically like, I'd say 4 or 5, we're lucky if we have like $600,000 purchase price. Tom's like, higher end clients for sure. But they're just getting outbid left and right still. And I'm like, nobody cares if the rates are 7% or 7.5%. Yeah.
But it's weird because like 2 weeks ago, I showed a property, they're asking $2.3 million. My client wanted to rate an offer, we were like 2.4, 2.45, which is over. The seller agent called me, she's like, I had 2.7.
Yeah.
400,000 was over asked. But then I had 3-4 listings that were sitting, nothing, full price overnight. Like they sat for 2 weeks, nothing was going on. And all of a sudden, so they're either coming out of the woodwork slower than before, weather's finally turning, okay, the spring is now here, now let's start looking.
Yeah.
But I don't know, what the mindset is. People are waiting, are they nervous, are they a little bit of both? So I'm just kind of,
It's a bizarre atmosphere. Right?
it is a bizarre atmosphere.
I mean, you've been in the business for 20 plus years.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen anything like the past?
I
I
think,
mean, you lived through.
no, I don't think 2012, 2013, hey, Loretta's here.
Hi, Loretta.
What's going
You
on?
gonna say hi, Loretta?
No.
No.
What are you guys talking about?
You.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, what do I think about, have I ever been involved in this kind of market? No, I think the market that we're currently in is totally new. It's not the COVID market, it's not the 08 market, it's not the coming out of 08, 11, 12, when things started coming up. It's a new type of grounds for me, and I'm just kind of treading lightly, and hopefully we get out of it. It looks like we are, it's just taking a little longer. Hopefully things will kind of calm down and get more steady, because these bidding wars are getting a little out of hand.
For
I mean,
sure.
the experts on the mortgage side and the real estate side, you listen to them every day on social media and the news and stuff, and like, no one seems to have any real solid idea of what's
No.
going to happen or what's
No.
going on.
And that's why I'm just kind of, every day I get the same questions, like, what do you think's going to happen? Like, I don't know. I think the rates are going to definitely kind of come down, and I think they might have kind of given that impression,
Yeah.
in order to calm the population that things would be okay, calm down, get out of the woodwork, start buying, just to kind of entice them. But nothing's happened, so we just kind of sit back and wait.
Yeah. we'll see.
Nobody asked me.
What do you think?
Okay, wait.
Oh, you don't want to hear what I think.
Okay.
Loretta's a conspiracy theorist.
Oh, I would love to hear it. Loretta, please. I would love to hear what you say.
Wait until they go viral. Get it.
Yeah.
Yes, I pretty much have QAnon tattooed on my ass.
Killer. Love it.
Yeah,
All right.
sorry.
All right, we'll talk.
We'll be back
We'll talk.
next week to have
Yeah, don't you worry. We'll be back. But the way we anything else? I just want to wrap.
No.
Yeah, but the way we typically wrap it up is if you have a win for the week, we just leave it on a positive note. So like we talk about something we did in the past week, or it could be past month. It doesn't matter. But like something you're just kind of proud of, you accomplished. My win for the week is booking you on the show.
Oh, well, thank
There you go. Yeah.
Well, my win of the week is, being able to give back. I'm a very big believer in giving back, whether it's something as little as, playing it forward at the Starbucks line and taking care of somebody's coffee, to doing somebody's podcast, giving somebody some advice on a real estate transaction. I get calls and texts, DMs, Joe, what do you guys doing here? And I get scenarios on like different deals all over the country. I try to answer a lot of the DMs. I don't get to all the DMs, but I try to be available. As long as it's a positive DM, like they're like positive and asking questions and not, hating or stalking, I'm there to help, because, why not? I mean, I would love that help when I was starting out, so if I can give back in that facet, that way, I'd love to.
That's super cool that you, in that vein, having us come to you and
Anytime.
do this.
Yeah.
It's very, very
We
cool.
can definitely do it
And
again.
you're living that,
Yeah.
in this moment right now.
Absolutely, and we have our podcast that we're going to be filming after this, so I'd love to have you guys on in the future as well.
All right, anytime.
All right?
Say less. Perfect.
Hey, thanks very much.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Pleasure meeting you.
Good luck with the podcast. I know you just started it
Yeah.
somewhat soon, and it's going to be fun to watch it
We should.
progress and grow and see where it lives.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you again.
Cheers, guys. Happy Friday.
Cheers.
Cheers.